Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad to have you guys all here today. Thank you guys so much for making it back here. It means the most to me. And today we're going to be talking about something more intimate. We're going to be talking about mental awareness, how to value yourself and confidence. I wanted to share some tips. Yeah, I know a lot of people make these videos and they're like, they give you a bunch of bullshit, but I'm gonna give it to you quick and I'm gonna give it to you clear, and I just want to give some of my insight because I feel like it is important. Everyone should be more aware of mental health. It is May and it is Mental Health Awareness Month. I'm very happy that there is a month for this topic. And yeah, I did want to make a quick disclaimer regarding the fact that I'm not a mental health specialist. If you are struggling with mental illness, I highly recommend you to speak to a licensed professional. I am not a licensed professional. So this is really about how I gained confidence and how I became self-aware. I know a lot of people don't really talk about these this topic because it may seem a little uncomfortable, may seem a little bit superficial, but it's not. I really wish that someone spoke to me about this when I was going through whatever I was going through, and I'm just glad that I can maybe be that person for someone, and whatever helps, you know what I mean? So the first step I had to go through was I had to fake it to make it. Like in middle school, I was not really confident at all. I let people manipulate me like crazy. I mean, that carried on to high school, but it was bad in middle school. So it was way worse in middle school. So when I got to high school, I wanted to be that bitch. I wanted to be that bitch. I wanted to have more than two friends who just dip out whenever they wanted to. I wanted to be that girl who was confident. I really transformed myself because of my manifestation. I put in my head and I was like, I'm gonna do it regardless. Even if I don't feel comfortable right now, I'm gonna fucking do it. And I fucking did it. I've been struggling with social anxiety since I don't fucking know how long. It's been a long time, but I decided that I was gonna pop out of my bubble, and I did. There's not one thing that I regret from it other than I kind of laid myself flat for some people. I laid myself out flat and I got stepped on by some people, but life happens and shit does happen. I never really publicly spoken about my social anxiety because I felt like people would discredit me. They'd be like, oh, you're so outgoing, what do you mean? But it took a lot for me to get here, and I feel like I still struggle with social anxiety all the time. I do go to therapy for my anxiety because of the fact that I do struggle with it, and sometimes I just need someone to tell me, and I need someone to really speak to about, and my therapist is that person who is really helpful, and I would do anything for her. And yeah, I know that it's quite difficult to really accept the fact that one does need to change, but once you accept, it's a lot better. So my first step is to fake it to make it. And the second step would be to really love yourself. You have to treat yourself with respect. Loving yourself is something that took a lot out of me because for so long I thought that loving yourself was selfish. I thought that I can't treat myself like this if I'm supposed to treat people like this. Well, in fact, that I wasn't being a narcissist. I thought being loving myself was narcissistic because that's what I was fucking taught. AKA you're probably, if you know what I'm talking about, you know exactly how it feels. It's you kind of mistreat yourself because for so long people have been telling you you do all this for yourself, you selfish, but it's not. You're self-loving and selfish is completely different. And loving yourself is a natural you should not be ashamed for treating yourself with respect. I've seen so many people go through so much for other people, and it's not right. You need to respect yourself. The third step would be setting boundaries. Know what you disagree with and know what you do agree with. This all comes from your gut, whatever feels natural to you. If you feel that there's something that's not authentic, don't do it. If it's not who you are, don't do it. Others' opinions really don't matter because at the end of the day, you only got yourself. Don't forget that. And the fourth step goes hand in hand with learning to set boundaries. It's also learning how to say no. This was probably the most difficult step for me because I've been a yes man yes man my entire life. Like I do respect myself, but I've been so trained and like indoctrinated to always do shit for other people. I forget about myself. You know what I mean? Um, I know that growing up in an Asian American household, like saying no was like disrespectful towards my parents, but it was never meant to be disrespectful. It was meant for me to like express how I felt, and it was for us to communicate and like to express our truth, whether that be feelings or like emotions. Like we just have to be more expressive, and we could do it civilly. You know what I mean? It doesn't have to be screaming, fighting, violence. Like we just have to sit down and really speak, and speak with respect. The fifth step to self-awareness, I feel like it's your environment. I know like everyone goes about this and they say like the people you associate with reflect on yourself. It really does. Like I don't understand why people think it's like, I know it sounds a little like redundant, but it really does reflect who you are. Like if you didn't agree with the ethic, morals, beliefs of your friends on some type of way, I'm not saying you completely agree with them regarding like everything in life, but like if you don't somewhat agree with them, how are y'all friends? Like how are you guys friends? Does that make sense? Like I don't understand. But for me, I learned that I had to change the people I hung out with. Like I had to be around more supportive, open-minded people, and my friends shouldn't be in competition with me. Like they shouldn't feel that my success was their demise. I don't know why I'm saying they. I'm sorry. They should motivate you and like inspire you to do better and to be a better person. If they're here like um really judging you for your mistakes and like really rubbing shit in your face, then they're not here for the long run. They're just here to fuck with you. You know what I mean? Like you don't really need that shit. That shit's toxic. The last step would be, lastly, you must be able to recognize and forgive. I know that it sounds a lot easier than it sounds, but you have to give yourself time. Forgiveness is an act of kindness, and it takes a lot for us to finally accept what hurt we've been through and what hurt was done to us and what pain we lived through. But do you truly want to be in the pain? But do you truly want to feel that pain for a lifetime? Acceptance is one step closer to forgiveness. It's definitely not an easy task, but over time, loving yourself and growth of character will help you to forgive. I know that it's hard for us because people are gonna judge. They always judge, but you just really gotta do you at the end of the day. Like we can't judge others because they're at their lowest, but we could judge by what they do to overcome that adversity. Forgiveness allows for someone to grow, and who are you to take that away from another person? You know what I mean? Like their pain is not, the pain that you went through is not justified, nowhere near justified, but you are able to accept and move on. In this day and age, we so often popularized hating ourselves. We made it like such a trend to live in such unhealthy lifestyles and like rebel because it's a social construct that somehow it's normal, which it really shouldn't be. Like at this day and age, it shouldn't. While in reality, it's all a facade. We have the power to love. We have the power to transform into better and loving people. And don't forget that we're in control. Like at the end of the day, we got ourselves and we do everything that we want to do. Don't ever do anything you don't want to do. You are in control at the end of the day. You know what I mean? And I don't doubt that there will be bumps along the way, but it's okay. And you should just process it. Feel how you feel. Feel all your emotions. Feel your pain. Feel your happiness. Feel everything you gotta feel. But all is in control. Like you have the ability to do best for oneself. I truly do believe that. Like you have to do better for yourself. You can't be loving somebody if you don't love yourself at the end of the day. And yeah, I really do believe that all you guys will take these few tips and maybe make some adjustments. I'm not telling you to change your whole personality up in one fucking day, but I'm telling you, like, take small steps to try to improve. And like as long as you're trying, there's nothing someone can say to you. Like as long as there's effort, you know what I mean? And don't let other people say something. Like this is your own personal journey. Like respect yourself enough to do better for yourself. And that's the big point. Like if you want to do better, you have to love yourself. Okay, guys, thank you guys so much for joining me today. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, turn your post notifications on. I will see you very soon. Thank you guys so much. I would love to hear your feedback about this video. If you want to hear more about this topic, or you want to talk about other things, I'm really down for anything. Thank you guys so much. It means the most to me. I'm sorry I keep playing with my hair. My hair is bugging out. Yeah, I'll see you guys very soon. Bye, guys.